In the glittering tapestry of celebrity friendships, few bonds shine as luminously as the one between Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez, a sisterhood forged in the fires of young love, heartbreak, and unyielding support. Their relationship, often affectionately dubbed Taylena by fans, has weathered the storms of fame, offering a rare glimpse into the authentic connections that anchor even the most stratospheric stars. At the heart of this enduring alliance lies a recent celebration that transcended the opulence of a high-profile wedding. Selena Gomez's union with Blanco, held in the sun-drenched paradise of Santa Barbara, California. Amid the palm-fringed elegance of a 17-acre estate known as Sea Crest Nursery, transformed into a blooming haven of romance, Taylor Swift not only stood as a pillar of joy for her longtime friend but also extended her warmth to an unexpected guest, creating a moment of serendipitous magic that has since captivated onlookers. The wedding itself was a symphony of sophistication and sentiment, attended by a curated assembly of 170 luminaries from the worlds of music, film, and fashion. The venue, with its lush greenery and ocean whispers, served as the perfect canvas for a ceremony that blended vintage glamour with modern whimsy. Gomez, radiant in a series of custom gowns that shifted from ethereal lace to sparkling sequins, walked down an aisle lined with wildflowers, her hand steadied by her grandfather, a touching nod to family roots amid the whirlwind of celebrity. Blanco, the Grammy-nominated producer whose beats have pulsed through some of Gomez's most anthemic tracks, awaited her with a gaze that spoke volumes of quiet devotion. Their vows, exchanged under a canopy of twinkling lights as the sun dipped toward the horizon, echoed the resilience of two souls who had navigated personal tempests to find harbor in each other. Yet, it was the after-hours revelry that truly unveiled the event's soul-stirring depth. As guests migrated from the ceremony's solemnity to the reception's exuberance, the air filled with laughter, clinking glasses, and the soft strum of live musicians. Tables groaned under the weight of artisanal feasts. Think heirloom tomato salads drizzled with balsamic reductions, succulent lobster tails grilled to perfection, and decadent tiers of cakes adorned with edible gold leaf. The dance floor, under a starlit sky, became a vortex of unbridled energy, where A-listers shed their personas to sway to a playlist that spanned eras and genres, from sultry R&B grooves to nostalgic pop anthems. It was here, in this cocoon of camaraderie, that Taylor Swift emerged not just as a guest of honor but as a beacon of genuine engagement, her presence elevating the night into something profoundly intimate. Enter Tanya Rad Yadegar, a rising voice in the podcasting realm as co-host of Scrubbing In, a show that dives into the unvarnished truths of medical professionals' lives with humor and heart. A protege of broadcasting titan Ryan Seacrest, Tanya had arrived at the wedding as part of the inner circle, her invitation a testament to the overlapping orbits of Hollywood's elite. Newlywed herself, having tied the knot just months earlier on March 14 to attorney Roby Yadegar in a ceremony infused with personal flair, she carried with her a story ripe for connection. It was her friend Paulina Char, a mutual acquaintance in this web of stardom, who orchestrated the pivotal introduction. As the evening unfolded, Paulina leaned into Taylor, her voice laced with excitement. Tanya walked down the aisle to your song Invisible String, performed by Sofia Carson. The revelation hung in the air like a melody waiting to be harmonized, instantly bridging the gap between stranger and confidant. Taylor's reaction was nothing short of enchanting. Her eyes, those windows to a soul that has penned volumes of vulnerability, lit up with unfeigned delight. She was so kind and loving about the song choice, Tanya later recounted, her words painting a portrait of a superstar who listens with the intensity of a lyricist mid-inspiration. In that fleeting exchange, Taylor didn't just acknowledge the tribute, she embodied it, transforming a casual mention into a shared reverie. Tanya, who had chosen Invisible String, a track from Swift's 2020 folklore album that weaves tales of predestined love through invisible threads, precisely for its evocative poetry, found herself enveloped in the song's magic anew. Performed live by Sofia Carson, the rising Disney alum whose voice lent a crystalline purity to the vows, it had set the tone for Tanya's own marital odyssey. Now, hearing it echoed back from its creator, the moment felt like fate's gentle nudge, a reminder that art's true power lies in its ability to connect disparate lives. Tanya's description of Taylor in that instant captures the essence of why Swift remains an icon beyond her discography. She was magical, regal, genuine, present, locked in, invested, and normal. These adjectives, strung together in breathless admiration, reveal a woman who commands rooms without demanding them, who engages with the profundity of a poet and the approachability of a neighbor. For Tanya, one of the 170 souls fortunate enough to witness the nuptials, the encounter elicited an audible gasp, a visceral response to the surreal collision of her personal milestone with global phenomenon. It was as if the invisible strings of her own story had tugged her toward this interaction, affirming the song's prophecy that, "One single thread of gold tied me to you." This serendipitous bond was but one thread in the richer fabric of the evening's emotional core, anchored by Taylor's toast to the bride. As the reception reached its crescendo, Swift took the microphone, her voice steady yet laced with the tremor of deep affection. Addressing Gomez as her beloved sister, she unfurled a narrative that traced their two-decade saga. They had first crossed paths in 2008, two wide-eyed ingenues navigating the treacherous waters of romance under the Jonas Brothers spotlight, Swift with Joe, Gomez with Nick. What began as a shared rite of passage evolved into a fortress of mutual bolstering, a safe harbor through the tempests of breakups, media frenzies, and the relentless scrutiny of public life. In her speech, Taylor delved into the alchemy of their friendship. "We've been through so much together, professionally and personally, always having each other's backs through failed relationships." She spoke of Gomez's journey to self-acceptance, that pivotal realization that true love blooms not from external validation but from internal peace. Selena found love with Benny when she realized she was fine with who she was. Taylor mused, her words a balm for anyone who's ever doubted their worth. Turning to Blanco, she hailed them as a perfect pair, a union forged not in fleeting sparks but in enduring flames. Gomez's history with Justin Bieber, an on-again, off-again odyssey spanning over a decade, marked by passion, pain and public spectacle, had tested her mettle, yet here she stood, radiant in newfound bliss. "I've never seen Selena so happy," Taylor confessed, her tone a blend of joy and vindication. Sources close to the duo elaborated on the toast's layers. Taylor's pledge of unwavering loyalty, her view of Gomez as family, the lessons gleaned from her friend's unyielding grace. A light-hearted jab at her own engagement to Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce.